everyone, welcome back to 2 Idiots Review. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Hannah, and we're getting ready to watch the new Venom trailer, the official trailer 2. I don't know, I put that in quotes, it actually says that.
So it's just the official trailer 2.
Yeah.
So we're... I don't know how I feel about this trailer. The very first
we
trailer...
haven't watched it yet.
That's true. I didn't know how I felt about, I wasn't super excited for this trailer. Mainly because the first one I felt was very underwhelming and just kind of deflated the excitement that I had for the movie. I understand... it's not even that, they didn't show Venom in the trailer or whatever. I understand they're wanting to keep a little bit of mystery in the movie, but from some of the stills I've seen, we obviously haven't watched the trailer yet, but I've seen some of the stills, and it looks like they're kind of going the opposite and showing full-blown Venom and everything.
You got, glimpses of him in the first one.
Yeah, glimpses. They showed a little bit,
and
which
is... his face.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what it was. It was just, maybe it was maybe the symbiote.
Yeah,
That took me out of the... I think it'd be hilarious if they did reshoots just so they could fix that and actually pronounce it.
Yes, but then it's out there. We all know.
They're like, we're going to go back and do reshoots, but every time we say the word symbiote, we're going to go ahead and change that. I think that'd be hilarious. But anyways, let's go ahead and watch it, and then we'll discuss it after.
We are Venom.
I'm Eddie Brock. I'm a reporter.
I always seem to find myself
Questioning something the government may not be looking at. I found something really bad. And I have been...
Eddie.
Who said that? Taken.
Look around at the world. What do you see? A planet on the brink of collapse. Human beings are disposable. But man and symbiote combined.
He said it better that time.
New
Yeah.
He
species.
said symbiote, not symbiote.
A higher life form.
What do you want from me?
You will find out.
I'm so sorry. We cannot just hurt people.
Look into my eyes, Eddie. The way I see it. We can do whatever we want. Do we have a deal? Eyes, lungs, pancreas. So many snacks, so little time.
That power, it's not completely awful.
You have no idea how much you're scaring me right now.
Eddie, cooperate. And you just might survive.
Guys, you do not want to do this, trust me.
Giant leaps will always come at a cost.
They formed together to join one super symbiote.
We will eat both your arms and then both of your legs, and then we will eat your face right off your head. You will be this armless, legless, faceless thing, won't you? Rolling down the street like a turd.
What the hell are you?
We are Venom.
Oh, I have a power to say. Yeah. Name is Chen.
Well,
It's
better than the first trailer. I will say that.
in some aspects. In others, there's something about the visuals of Venom that I don't like, and I don't know what it is. there was a couple of scenes where like it looked like he was like almost like glitching, like, and like I don't know, just I don't know if maybe if they're just not finished with the CGI yet on it, and like there was like the part where he was like a long like almost like worm looking thing, and he was like out in front like talking to him. Like I know like, you know, it's obviously a lot more comic accurate than the Venom in Spider-Man 3.
Well, the Venom in Spider-Man 3 was awful.
Well,
I mean, that was just...
I didn't mind it so much. But I mean, appearance-wise, this one is much more comic accurate, and I do get that. But there's just, I don't know, there's just something about it that, there's something about the visuals and everything that are bothering me, and I can't pinpoint what exactly it is that I don't like about it. But
well, I can pinpoint what I don't like about this trailer.
I'll go for it.
And it's Tom Hardy. I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of Tom Hardy.
It sounds like he's putting on like a fake voice for this whole
Well,
movie.
and it just, to me, he doesn't, I mean, I've never really been like that big of a fan of his. So, I mean, if you are and you like him and you think he's amazing, I mean, that's great. Like, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Actually, I didn't mind him as Bane.
Well, that's because he wasn't really like doing anything in that movie. But I don't think he's that great of an actor. I definitely don't buy him as like a reporter. I mean, every time they show him doing stuff with that, I'm just like, no.
I don't mind him as an actor. I don't necessarily think that he's right for this role, but I never minded him as an actor because he was in like Inception, which is a movie I really like, and I liked the
I haven't
Dark
seen
Knight
it yet.
Rises.
It's coming. But yeah, so I'm not a big fan of Tom Hardy. So to me, it's gonna be really hard to watch this movie, and just like I feel like he's gonna take me out of it a lot. Like I'm hoping that won't be the case when I actually see the full film. But the only, to me, like what saving this trailer and will probably save the movie for me is Michelle Williams, who plays his girlfriend, love interest, whatever she's playing in there.
And Venom, like his like that whole scene at the end was kind of funny.
Yeah, the scene at the end was funny. But I'm a huge fan of Michelle Williams because I mean she was Jen on Dawson's Creek, and she'll always be Jen on Dawson's Creek to me. And she's done like so many things, and she's been nominated for so many awards because she's like so freaking talented. So she might be like the saving grace a little bit for me in this movie. And like you said, like it looks like there's going to be some comedic moments, which, you know, at the end, that part was funny.
But you wouldn't expect it of him because he's like the super like creepy looking thing with like a deep voice.
But
like,
it's still hard for me to take Tom Hardy seriously as like this like reporter who's, you know, in the previous trailer he was supposed to come off as like kind of like timid and like shy, and like I was just like, you're not pulling that off. And maybe that's not how his character is, and maybe that's just they kind of cut the trailer odd, to make it seem like, I don't know.
Maybe.
So I don't know. We'll see. I hope when we see it that I'm like blown away, and I'm like, wow, that was so much better than I was expecting. It's
just we're just going to be going in with low expectations, which may help the movie because sometimes going in with lower expectations and you're like, oh wow, it's actually better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So in this case, the fact that the two trailers that they've released haven't made us super excited for it may actually pay off when we see the movie if there's stuff that they didn't show in the trailers that will just blow us away. So I
hopefully.
mean, hopefully that is the case.
I mean, it's not, and a lot of people, I mean, I think people know now, but there was a lot of question that it's not part of the MCU, which Spider-Man is, so then it's like...
I think it'd be really interesting if the MCU wanted to take that on, and, I mean, not make this movie incorporated, but to take on the Venom character and kind of redo what Spider-Man 3 should have been.
Yeah, because Spider-Man 3 was just a hot mess.
Yeah, and do that storyline where Spider-Man is essentially Venom first and has like the dark Spider-Man suit and all that, and has to deal with the consequences of that, and then has to face it later on. Like that was a really great concept that they did. They just kind of missed the mark. I mean, they tried to incorporate...
Hopefully we don't get Tobey Maguire. I mean, like Tom Holland walking down the street whistling and like...
I mean, yes, that scene was bad. But I mean, there was certain parts I didn't even mind. I know a lot of people didn't like Topher Grace as Venom in Spider-Man 3, but I actually didn't mind that. And I didn't even mind Venom's story arc. It's just that they didn't give him enough screen time. Like he wasn't like the villain until like the final like 10 minutes.
He had like so many other things
they tried to focus on like, you know, on the Green Goblin with Terry, and like they had like the Sandman in there, which I'm like that he probably could have just been completely taken out of the movie. Yeah. And just had it been like a Spider-Man versus Venom.
And you still could have had a little bit of like the Green Goblin.
The Green Lantern was fine. That didn't really take too long.
Lantern.
I mean...
that was a whole different movie.
The Green Goblin, I meant. Green Arrow. I'm gonna say like Green Arrow next. Who knows? But yeah, they could have done that whole thing with Harry because that was like they were kind of building towards that from the first two movies anyway.
Yeah.
So I feel like that if they didn't do it, then that would have been like kind of like a weird thing to not conclude. But yeah, they should have taken Sandman completely out of the movie and just focused a lot more on Spider-Man and Venom. But anyway, that's a whole other movie. So
we can debate that later. But yeah, so let us know what you guys thought in the comments. If you like it, if you're excited, if you dislike it. We want to have a nice, healthy debate in the comments. So
just be respectable.
Yeah, just be respectful. Like, that's all we're asking. So yeah, just let us know what you guys thought. Like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.